Today we're reviewing Azul by Next Move Games. I'm Mark Maya. Welcome to Board Game Coffee. Alright, now before we get started with our review of Azul, we have our contest winner for the digital copy of Colt Express. And the winner is Paul Van Leishout. Paul, I hope I pronounced that properly. We will get in contact with you and get you your code for your digital copy of Colt Express. Now, for our next contest, we're going to be giving away something even better. But if you want to know details about that, stay tuned to the end of this episode. And just to give you a hint, this time, it ain't digital. Azul is a thought-provoking tile drafting game for up to 2 to 4 players that's easy to learn. How easy? Let me show you. Random tiles are taken from this bag and placed on these factories. Players then take sets of tiles from these factories and place them here on their board. Tiles that can't fit on the board go here on the floor, where they will lose you points. Once all the tiles from the center have been taken, you move on to the scoring round, where tiles from these completed rows are moved here to their matching color. Score any tiles you move to the wall and earn extra points if they connect to a column or a row. Once the scoring portion is done, fill up the factories and do it all over again. Continue to repeat these steps until one player has completed a row. That signals the end of the game. When that happens, tally up your final score, including any endgame bonuses you might have gained, and the highest score wins. And that's the gist. I mean, this isn't a how to play video by any means, but that should give you a good idea of what to expect. Now, one thing I heard a lot before, during, and after playing Azul is just how pretty the game is. And yeah, it's pretty, I guess. Growing up in a Portuguese family, colorful tiles aren't anything new. I think subconsciously I associate them with one of the ugly kitchens in my grandma's house. That's right, kitchens, plural. You old school Portuguese kids, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, the tiles feel nice and they're definitely good quality, but I guess I never really saw it that way. But for what it's worth,
that's a pretty looking game.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Looks really good.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Azul is one of those games that you can absolutely not know what you're doing and absolutely crush everyone at the table. Which is great when introducing new players because it makes them feel like they stand a chance, because they totally do, especially if you're fairly new to the game yourself. I'm pretty sure the first time I played, that was my highest scoring game to date. And when we first taught Brittany's mom how to play, she annihilated everyone at the table.
Yes, I crushed them.
But that's not to say Azul is a game of luck. A skilled player can really screw over the competition by sticking them with a bunch of tiles they have to take but can't use. Isn't that right, Britt?
Shut up.
Good times. I really like Azul, but I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over it. I mean, if you read or listened to any of the early reactions to it, you'd think it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
What's wrong?
I can't do this bit. I'm not doing this bit.
Why not?
Because I'm not biting into a sandwich filled with little miniature wall tiles.
Big baby.
Just because I wasn't knocked on my ass by it doesn't mean I don't like it. I think Azul's a great game. I actually really enjoy playing it. But it's not the kind of game that can hold my attention for long periods of time. But it is the kind of game that I can see myself going back to over and over again and genuinely having a good time each time. So I can see why a lot of people would give Azul a perfect score. But personally, after my third game, I was like, didn't we do this already? Either way, it's still a great game. Anything I said that might sound like a gripe is minor. And yeah, maybe I'm not as hyped on Azul as everyone else seems to be. But Brittany really likes it. Here, I'll let her tell you.
What are you doing?
Just want to tell people what you think of Azul.
You were going to tell me I was going to be on camera.
It's fine, you look fine.
Azul is amazing.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I'm going to kill you.
Okay, alright, that's enough for Brit. Now, Azul might sound like a small, simple game, and it is. Like I said, it's easy to learn and play, and chock full of thought-provoking strategy. And although it might seem small compared to some other games, I wouldn't say it's a travel game. The box is too big to just throw in your average size backpack, and the layout of the game does require a fair amount of table space. But with a little determination and ingenuity, anything is possible. That's right, that's Azul on a plane. And now for our contest. Brittany, tell them what they have to win.
Tiny epic stuff.
Exactly, tiny epic stuff. Our friends over at Gamelin Games have been generous enough to supply us with this week's giveaway, and that is a tiny epic game of your choice, which is currently released, that is. And all you have to do to win is subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comments below what is your favorite tiny epic game. And if you want to increase your odds of winning, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Look for the Gamelin logo and details of how to enter on those social platforms. Now, we're only drawing for one prize, but if you follow us on all those platforms, you'll be entered 4 times. Alright, and that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode and you want to see more, subscribe here. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee, and the best way to win our contests. But if you want to see more right now, click here. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.